What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we're going to check out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a fellow content creator in the community, Purple Kyogre. You guys know who this is, so shout out to this battler. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. We have Lantern, Typhlosion, and Magcargo. Double Incinerate in the back. Obviously, at a first glance, this team looks like a lot of fun, but also could be very weak to Quagsire here in the Johto Cup. So we'll have to see if we see a Quagsire today, but this team, nonetheless, is going to be very powerful. So hope you guys enjoy these battles. Let's go and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle here. We have Lantern on the lead for... Skarmory doesn't like this team. Let me tell you that right now. We are probably going to see a safe swap, and we do into Kingdra, which is actually a really nice play against this team because Kingdra has that water dragon typing right here. But thankfully, Lantern can do pretty well in this matchup, and it can definitely get shields. Now, with Lantern, Typhlosion, and Magcargo, Skarmory really has nowhere to go, as all of these Pokemon will be able to boom it out of the sky. So that's going to be exciting to see because, well, it's coming right here. But we will have to see if Kingdra is going to be shielding the second Thunderbolt, and they do, okay? So they are obviously very concerned about having Lantern land against Skarmory. So we're going to see a no shield right here on the Octazooka. And hopefully they can get to the Thunderbolt in time. No, they cannot. That is unfortunate. So they're going to go ahead and come in with Magcargo right now. Magcargo is going to have to shield the Octazookas right here. Obviously going to be doing a lot of damage. But hopefully, there's no debuff. Oh, there was a debuff. That is very unfortunate. Rock Tomb right here is going to be doing a decent amount of neutral damage. But with that debuff, it's definitely not going to be enough to take it out. So hopefully they can get to one more in time. And they can. That is beautiful. So Kingdra will be going down. Skarmory is in the back, and we don't know what that third Pokemon is. If it's Quagsire, things are going to be very dangerous. But let's see how this plays out. We're going to see a swap out right away into Typhlosion, and Skarmory is going to be coming in. This is going to get very dangerous. Here comes a charge move from Skarmory. Probably just going to be a Sky Attack right here, which it is. Typhlosion can hang on. They're going to overfarm just a bit, and we see a swap, and it's an Gyarados in the back. Oh, Typhlosion is going to double boom right here. Here we go. Boom! There goes the Gyarados, and here comes the Skarmory. This is why double Incinerate, Blast Burn, Overheat is insane. Boom! One shots the Skarmory. Oh, this is going to be a fun video. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Good battle. All right. Lantern versus Magcargo. Okay, respectable lead right here. We do see a swap out into Umbreon, which is, again, one of the best safe swaps in this meta. Not necessarily for flipping the mid-game, but definitely able to soak a lot of damage and get shields from your opponent. As we can see, foul plays are doing a lot of damage right there, and Blast Burn here as well will not be one-shotting an Umbreon. You guys are going to see how tanky this thing is if you haven't faced off against it yet, but I'm sure you have. Here comes the foul play, and we do see a shield now up on Typhlosion, so maybe they're trying to go for switch advantage. Let's see how this plays out. Here comes the second Blast Burn now. Will the Umbreon be shielding the second one? Yes, they're trying to flip this mid game right here, so this is going to be very dangerous. I don't think Blast Burn is enough damage right here, so they're going to go ahead and let it go. Typhlosion goes down and Umbreon flips the mid game, which is why it is so good in this meta. They're going to go ahead and no-shield this next foul play, obviously doing a decent amount of neutral damage, but they have to save shields from Magcargo because we don't know what is in the back, but they're going to go ahead and go for a Hydro Pump now. This does quite a bit of neutral damage, and it might just be enough to take down the Umbreon. No, still not enough. Umbreon is so tanky. Here comes another foul play, and again, this is why Umbreon is such a good safe swap. They're going to go ahead and try to commit to the farm down, but Umbreon's able to get to another foul play. This is ridiculous, and why Umbreon is so strong in this meta. So they will farm down. Let's see what's going to come back in. It's going to be a knocked out. Okay, things are actually looking pretty good. They're going to go ahead and go for a Thunderbolt now for super effective damage, and they might be able to get to a second one. Oh, yep, they do get to a second one in time, so now this is going to be a race to see if they can get to the Hydro Pump here versus that Magcargo that was on the lead. They're going to go ahead and swap right away into the mirror fight, and hopefully these Rock Tombs are going to be able to land, but no, they do not win CMP tie, which is actually very dangerous right here because the Rock Tomb now doing super effective damage also lowers the attack, so that means this Rock Tomb here is not going to do as much. This is going to be incredibly close here. Hopefully they can win CMP tie. Let's see what happens. They do win CMP tie, which is very insane. This Rock Tomb now will be taking out the Magcargo, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Okay. Moving into the next one, we have Lantern on the lead versus Qwilfish. Okay, very positive lead right here. Sludge Wave still has to be respected, and they're deciding to stay in. That might be a tell that there is a Skarmory in the back, considering you have a Qwilfish lead, right? We might just see that Skarmory, but here comes the first charge move. It is going to be a Sludge Wave, which again does an incredible amount of damage, which is why I said you guys have to respect it. Qwilfish now could potentially flip this game if they want to, and we are seeing that right now. Thankfully, Spark is doing super effective damage, but they're going to have to start shielding these Aqua Tails right here. So they do block the first one. The second one is going to be coming in very quickly. And we do see a swap into Jumpluff. So Magcargo right now is going to be coming in and putting in work. Here comes the first charge move from Jumpluff. It is going to be the Energy Ball there and does a decent amount of neutral damage. Now, are they going to go for Rock Tomb here? No, they're just going to go ahead and go for the Overheat. They're looking to boom this Jumpluff out of the sky. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Boom! Jumpluff goes down. Qwilfish is coming back in and is going to have to throw the charge move here, but Magcargo gets to the Rock Tomb in time. This is a really great charge move right now. And it... Okay. Wow, okay, it survived. I thought they, for one, were going to shield, and two, they survived, so that's actually incredible. Lantern comes in, and we do see a Piloswine in the back, which is actually the first time I'm seeing this, but thankfully Hydro Pump here will do a ton of damage to get a shield, and we will see the swap into Typhlosion. So Blast Burn is going to eat this thing alive, and that is looking to be a good game. Very well played, as Qwilfish does not have enough health or energy to take out both Typhlosion and Lantern, so that is looking to be a good game. We got another boom. You know it. Boom! One-shots the Piloswine, and we do see Qwilfish go down. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Okay, moving to the next one, we got Lantern versus... Okay, here we go. Bad lead. Let's see how they react. They're going to go ahead and go into the Typhlosion on the safe swap, and we do see a Qwilfish come in, and this is what's incredible about Typhlosion's safe swap is that Solar Beam. Aqua Tail barely hangs on right there. That did a ton of damage, and they're actually going to go for Blast Burn now. Very interesting, because if they let this go, I imagine they're still going to shield. They are going to shield. Hopefully they can get to a second one in time, which they can. This might actually flip the mid-game. It's going to be resisted, but it's going to do a ton of damage. And it does! Typhlosion flips the mid-game right there. That was incredible. Holy cow, and Magcargo now is having dinosaurs for breakfast. They're going to go ahead and shield the Frenzy Plant or Earthquake. Both of them will definitely hurt and look to overfarm. They're going to go for Rock Tomb now, and an Umbreon does decide to swap in, so this Rock Tomb is actually going to be very nice for the Lantern matchup, as it's going to be giving that debuff and doing neutral damage. So things are looking very good here. As long as they save shields for Magcargo to close out against Meganium, it's looking pretty good. But man, Typhlosion versus Qwilfish, just double Blast Burn right there, was able to flip it. I knew it was going to hurt. I knew the Blast Burn was going to hurt, but I didn't think it would one-shot it at 50+% HP. That's actually pretty cool to know. So if you're the Qwilfish, you gotta be shielding no matter what. Solar Beam will take you out, and so will Blast Burn. So they're gonna go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump right now, do as much neutral damage as they can, and probably just soft lose this. Here comes the Meganium, and the Meganium actually throws energy, which is very interesting right here, because Magcargo can easily come in and basically farm down if they want to. I don't think they will. No, the opponent does decide to surrender, so that is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right, moving into the, I believe, the final battle. We got Granbull on the lead, Shadow Granbull. So we will see that Typhlosion come in, and Charms are still chunking, my goodness. Here comes the Lantern, and this is where you definitely need to be going for Solar Beam. But they're going to go ahead... They didn't get the charge move off first. That is unfortunate. Blast Burns here are still going to hurt. They're going to be resisted, so hopefully they can get a shield right here, but I think they have to go for the Solar Beam on the second one. Let's see how this plays out. They do get a shield. Now, are they going to go for the Solar Beam? They're looking to do so. They're going for another Blast Burn. Typhlosion now dancing with fire to try to get the second shield, and they do get it. This means Typhlosion might be able to get to the Solar Beam in time, and they do! This Typhlosion is going insane on these mid-games. Here it comes. Boom! One-shots the Lantern, and Granbull now is going to be able to charm down, but they still have Magcargo right here with Incinerate to farm down. We don't know what that final Pokemon is going to be, but I imagine it's going to be something to take out a Skarmory. Let's see. Magcargo, oh, they decided to surrender. That is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Well, these battles definitely did not... these definitely lived up to the hype of Double Incinerate, Overheat, Blast Burn. That Typhlosion on Safe Swap, though, everyone. My goodness, that was so good. You guys saw what it did against Qwilfish. You saw what it did against Lantern. The key is to be getting shields with Blast Burn against that Lantern if you can, and just Blast Burn the Qwilfish. It can't even handle it. So, Purple Kyogre, thank you for sharing these battles. I'll have a link down to his channel down in the description, so be sure to go check him out. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.